Hey everyone, Zane here. Um, I thought I'd just record a quick little update video, um, just to let you guys know um, where I've been at. It's been a little bit since I posted anything to my YouTube channel. The past times I've recorded update videos like these, they've kind of been, I guess you could say, like me venting in a way about some of the tough emotional stuff I was dealing with in the past. Um, that's not really the case here, um, but I do have some things that I need to kind of come clean about. Um, so, like I said, it's been a little bit since the last video I uploaded, and in the time since then, some stuff has happened that's caused me to rethink a lot of things about my life. Um, I guess I can bring this up. One thing that happened was that I actually had a couple of projects that I was planning on uh, putting up on my YouTube channel. Um, there were a couple of Let's Plays of ROM hacks and fan games that I thought might be worth making some content about. Um, but those projects are not happening. I ended up canceling them completely. I scrapped them because in the middle of working on them, I kind of came to this realization that this sort of stuff wasn't really what I wanted to be doing with my life. Um, and it was not necessarily an easy decision to come to. Um, like, changing focus when it comes to content is always hard because I don't exactly have a ton of subscribers on my YouTube channel, um, but I have like at least something of a following for the level I'm at. Almost 500 subscribers is, it's not a small number necessarily. But at the same time, um, people have kind of come to expect a certain kind of content from me, and uh, the trouble is that I'm just really not sure that that sort of content is what I want to be doing with spending my time making anymore. And so, I have decided that I'm going to try and do something different. Um, at some point around last year and the start of this year, I began re. One thing I am somewhat known for is music. Um, in my case, it's mostly the original songs I made for my Fire Emblem ROM hacks, which did, are things that people really liked. But the thing is that I also have a handful of original songs not related to those projects that I've been working on over the years. And I recently have been thinking that that sort of original music is what I want to be known for. Um, and it's what I've been spending my time making lately. And I think that the time has come for me to really start sharing all of that stuff with the world. Um, and so, as a result, I think that's what my content is mostly going to pivot towards. Um, which is not to say that I'm. It's not to say that I will necessarily abandon some of the projects I'm in the middle of. Black Dragon Beginnings, I am still at least somewhat invested in finishing that story in some capacity. Um, and I have put enough work into it already that I don't necessarily want to throw all that work out. But for me, a hard pivot to music is the thing that I want to try doing nowadays. And particularly with me, you know, I I feel like I'm at my best when I'm making music. Um, and I want to, you know, share what I've got. Um, and for starting out, it's probably going to be a pretty informal sort of thing. Um, you'll see what I mean start, um, when I start actually making content. Um, but for me, I came to the realization that, you know, I don't necessarily know how much time I have left. Um, Time is precious. It is the most precious resource in the world, more than anything else, and I want to make more of a point to spend it wisely. So, for me, I'm making the point to, change who I am and what I'm known for. Um, and there is something a little scary about that. And I'm not entirely sure how it's going to go over for me, but, life is short. And I'd like to spend mine doing what I'm passionate about. And what that is sometimes changes. So, going forward, this channel is going to some extent, be a bit more of like a suppository for my music. And and how that's all going to go down, remains to be seen somewhat. But I am looking forward to it, and hopefully, something good will come of it. So, that's just all I wanted to say. So, I don't know when this update video is going to go up. Probably tomorrow, the day after I record it. But, I look forward to taking this new experience with you. And hopefully you'll be along for the ride and you'll enjoy what's coming down the pipeline. That's all for right now. Yeah. See you later.